Hi, I'm Josh, and this is Cars and Joshy.
Welcome to Cars and Joshy. If you haven't done so yet, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for new videos. Today, I'm going to be working on the extension housing for my 4L80E transmission. I've got some seals to replace and a slip yoke install. I'm going to go ahead and take measurements for my drive shaft. I got my transmission separately from the engine. I got it from different sellers, and I didn't have a yoke in here when I bought it, so now I gotta figure out length of the yoke and a bunch of other stuff so I can go ahead and order that. I might have to go ahead and just unbolt it, see if I can raise up transmission a little bit and pull the extension housing off. Alright, I'm just going to tape this up over the end of that transmission there. I don't want debris and stuff to get inside there. So I'm going to tape it up, and then I'm going to get a measurement first of the tail shaft there and see how long those splines are. Get a picture of it, and then see if I can find what I need online to get the rebuild parts. Make sure the hole in the bushing is lined up with the hole in the extension housing. I've driven in. When I was looking for a slip yoke for this, I found out that there was about 5 different styles of tail shafts on the 4L80s. One of them has an O-ring, one of them's about 3 inches. There's just a bunch of different styles, so it's kind of challenging to find which one to go with, but I went with a Sonex. It's 3.8, so almost 4 inches on the barrel length, and it's a slip yoke and not a bolt-on style yoke. So that's what I went with for this. And before I throw it on there, though, I need to get the snap ring off and pull that old seal out. I'm going to replace that seal, and then I can throw the extension housing back on. The reason I want to pull this out is because it looks like it's leaking from here anyways. So I'll pull it out and get the new one pressed in there. Alright, best I can find on this extension housing bolts were 30 to 35, so I went ahead and set it to like 33. I think it's stopping on the bushing. So I looked up the inside diameter of the bushing is 1.895 and the journal diameter of this yoke is 1.886. So it should fit. I really want to get this on tonight so that I can take some measurements for the drive shaft. Got it stabbed in there. It was definitely a tight fit trying to wiggle past that bushing, but it definitely went all the way in without having to beat it on or anything, so I think I'm good. I'll take some measurements for drive shaft length now. I went to Lowe's and picked up a magnetic base angle finder, so I'm gonna go ahead and measure my driveline angles real quick. It says 88.1. So, and since it's rotated 90 degrees, I'm gonna subtract 90 from that. .4 seems to be about the most I think I can get on this. So let's write down 4.0. .4 up. Since we're -2 degrees on the transmission side, we want to be a +2 degrees on the pinion side, which means I have to go ahead and adjust my upper control arms to raise the pinion up a little bit. So each of these flaps, I'm just going to rotate it one at a time. I'm going to start with about 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do the same with this one over here. 2, 3. Let's see what it says. Angle 88.0. 88.1. That's close enough. I'm gonna call that good. Now I just need to order a drive shaft. Alright, so I tried to get the drive shaft before this video released, but they couldn't make it in time. But I'll go ahead and tell you what I measured. I went ahead and pulled the slip yoke out about 3/4 of an inch. And I measured from center line of the yoke to center line on the pinion, and I came up with 58.25. 58.25 inches from here to center line of the yoke, pulled out 3/4 of an inch. So I pulled my yoke out and I sent it to the Driveline shop. They're building me a drive shaft, and it's going to be a 3.5 inch drive shaft, and they should have it on Tuesday, so I'll be putting that in on my next video. But thanks for watching Cars and Josh out.